Alright, this is just clear up the washer stuff. I get emails and phone calls about our primary clutch washer. So washer. If you ever watched the Brady Bunch, you know what that's about. Marsha. Alright, so I'll quit being silly. Listen, Hunterworks has 3 different primary washers. 3 different primary clutch washers. And let's go from, I would say, the easiest to the one that may have the most, I ain't gonna say complicated, but most applications, okay? Turbo black. People go, well, I need a white washer in my turbo. Nope, nobody ever mentioned a white washer for your turbo. For you guys who have a turbo, there's no such thing as an XP1000 turbo. That vehicle does not exist. It's actually 925 cc's, it's just called a turbo. All right, so when we say in the video XP1000, that's a non-turboed vehicle, okay? So don't confuse the two. We have a black one. We have a whole video on the black primary washer for the turbo. This does not come with any belt. It is bought separately on the turbo page only, and it is only for those who have done the belt over travel test that we have a video for, and you have determined that you have belt over travel in your turbo. So not with the belt, only bought separate, only for turbo models, nothing else. Any year, S, don't care if it's a turbo razor, this belongs to you, okay? There's that. All right, Hunterworks white washer. Now it's called the standard washer, okay? You can buy it separate. Why do you buy it separate for? You got OEM belt, whoever's belt. There's still an over travel issue, mostly with XP1000s, 2 4-doors, whatever, non-turbos. There's a belt over travel issue. Got a whole video on that, and you buy the standard washer. And our old belts before this week, you'd potentially use one, or standard, or excuse me, our OEM belt, whatever, to help with over travel. Ain't no need you testing it, because everyone I've ever seen had a slight over travel issue. Only affects people who run high speeds, long periods of time, high RPM, and low range. All right, so that is standard washer. Now comes with standard belts, and standard washer can be bought separate for those who want it to use with other belts or old belts or whatever belts that don't one come with, okay? Now then, quickly, primarily for use in XP1000, there's 900 razors, all different years, and Rangers and so forth. There's Polaris use 1 blue, 2 blue, 2 whites, 1 white, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. You can take every one of these vehicles and take whatever washer you have in yours out and leave out, put ours in, okay? So hopefully that clears that up. Whatever you got, ours will be enough to keep you from having an over travel issue. If you guys are buying a belt today that comes with it, it's a 900 Ranger or Razor, and you're not a high speed guy, it's really optional. It's still really optional with a standard belt, not 100% required. Highly recommended. You're getting it with a belt, put it in, takes you 1 minute, okay? Standard washer. All right, thick washer. It's thicker than the standard, okay? You cannot buy it separate. It comes with our new, recently belt called the Quiet Thick belt. Only have been available a couple of weeks. So if you have not bought a belt called Quiet Thick on your sales receipt, you didn't get it, you don't need it. Once we changed our belt to the Quiet Thick belt, we shortened the belt up. There's a whole video on that on the belt. Don't need to rehash it. Thick washer comes with thick belt, only to be used, well, I won't say only, but primarily to be used with thick belt. You must use these. These are 100% required. Clear one more thing up. Then the question is, hey, once I put your thick washer in my thick belt, if I blow the belt and put an OEM or whatever on there, do I got to take the washer out? No. This is limiting the travel of the primary clutch to keep our new belt from over traveling. So any other belt that you got that's probably a little longer, so it'll do the same thing to this. So you can run it with any belt on the planet, but this thing's gonna drop your top speed down 8 or 10 miles an hour. Once again, same as other video, you don't care that it drops your top speed down because you're buying a thick belt for slow people. Okay, so that's all the 411 on the washers. Now, last thing I'll say is, hopefully the last thing, I'm long-winded, I get it. Hunterworks, you're the only people that's doing all this. Yeah, we are. Why? What makes you right and everybody else wrong? I won't say everybody's wrong, but Polaris has an over travel issue in some vehicles, specifically XP1000. They got some other issues, loud secondary, so forth, so on. We are fixing inherent issues with your clutches. We are not simply taking an OE belt, copying it in dimensions, sticking our name on it, and let her go. So we've hashed this out on some other videos. We're out of the box. You want to not have some of these problems that other people have, stick with us. It takes you a minute or so if you got an impact, put any of these washers in, okay? So it's no big deal, and you can go, you know, read and watch other videos. But anyway, quick, just repeat. I like to repeat, leave on a quick note. Black washer, turbo only, turbo S, turbo whatever, turbo, you have to buy it separate, only if you need it. Thick washer only comes with new quick quiet thick belt. You can't buy it separate because you don't need it separate. It only comes with the belt. Use it. You have to use it with a thick belt. You could run it with the others in emergency, it doesn't do anything, but it must be ran. Standard washer, standard belt, OE belt, anybody's belt, because XP1000 particularly has an over travel issue. 900 Rangers, Razors, I mean, yeah, they're not particularly bad. You're buying it with the belt, put it on. It takes you 1 minute, hurts nothing. Remember, on these two, thick and the standard, take whatever you got off, put ours on. Turbo, well, you have one, speed limiting spacer. Watch that dang video, it goes on top. You're adding it to what's there, okay? Rest of them, they go on by themselves because I've already figured out the thickness. I hate that they're both white. I couldn't get them in two different materials and confuse people, but pretty obvious. This one's a lot thicker than this one, okay? Actually, it's almost looks like a different color. It's almost gray, that was white, okay? All right, hopefully cleared that up. Little stupid, little silly video. And if you need us, holler. Email's best. Getting me on the phone's tough. Sell a lot of these belts and other crap, and it's just getting tough. I can tell you, we appreciate it. All jokes aside, we appreciate your business, appreciate what you do for us, understanding, working with us, and I hope that you enjoy what we're doing for you. Like I said, if you need me, get in touch with us. Thank you.